Hello, Truth Seekers. Welcome back. Zach here. Today is February 12th. Yesterday was February 11th, Alex Jones' birthday. He is now 41 years old, if this is a true birthday. However, I have much reason to assume that it is not, so I'm entitling this post, Happy Birthday, Alex Jones. You get to know you are not a real person. It's a sarcastic title, Truth Seeker, and I suspect Alex Jones knows that he's not a real person, just a coded agent. Let's take a look at Alex Jones, the name. Alex Jones with Pythagorean gematria sums to 33, a number that is so often coded at the center of these hoaxes. He's on the Genesis radio network, just like the first book in the Bible, which also has a Pythagorean gematria of 33. I'm asserting that Alex Jones is a shill, and we will watch him in action in just a moment, and I will show you how shills work and what Alex Jones' real purpose is. If you're not aware, Alex Jones' initial claim to fame was that he went inside Bohemian Grove and filmed from within. And prior to that, he had gotten his name out there because he successfully predicted September 11th, or that something was coming in the near months. He said that in June of 2001, just a few months before the actual attack. But he said it after Bill Cooper, who made the prediction first. And Bill Cooper was also right in predicting that the future attack would be blamed on Osama bin Laden. Supposedly, he was shot to death on 11/6, November 6th. Flip that number upside down, it's 911. Not long after September 11th, 2001. It said he was shot because he was resisting arrest and fired shots at a police officer. Supposedly, he killed a police officer. Could all be a giant hoax. But anyway, he made the prediction, then Alex Jones did. Bill Cooper is dead and no longer with us. Alex Jones is popular and doing better each year. So, in addition to the 33 coding, he also has the 42 coding. Alex Jones with the S exception is 42. InfoWars is 42. With the S exception, it becomes 51, like the word conspiracy. Alex with simple English gematria is 42. And again, his birthday is February 11th, the 42nd day of the year. The word war equals 42 in simple English gematria. InfoWars. And then to top it off, he's born in the year 74, the number often coded with 33. The original Bible was the 42-line Bible. Jesus equals 74, cross equals 74, as does Lucifer, as does occult, as does Jewish, as does Messiah. The only state with a gematria of 74 is the 33rd state, Oregon. So much of this, Truth Seeker. So Alex Jones, he is an agent of these people. Let's watch him in action, what his real purpose is, because here is where it is best demonstrated. Let's listen to this caller talk about no planes on September 11th and how Alex Jones responds. This is what a shield does.
Let's talk to Josh in California. Josh, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, Josh, welcome.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
Pleasure to be on the program. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been a listener for a long time. I'm a Prison Planet subscriber, and I agree with just about everything that you talk about, and gun control, global warming, the fraud, everything. I did want to bring up, though, how, you're mentioning sometimes about some of the people that have issues with some of the things that you discussed.
I just want to point out how, look at the live times for his show, how it is on his website. 11 to 3. 3:11.
On the air. And, you used to have, what happened, you used to have Warren Cucurullo on the program, and he became a no-pointer, so I haven't heard him on the program for a while, but I was wondering, why is it that you don't discuss movies like September Clues, which I think are really important movies about 9/11, and you never ever...
True Seeker, if you haven't seen my video on September 11th, that's 50 minutes long. I used the footage from September Clues. That is a great movie. He's referencing it, that film. It is about no planes on September 11th. Let's watch how Alex Jones responds to this.
Talk about it.
Because I think it's pure bull. I mean, I'm not here to put out disinfo. And that doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes, but I think something's absolute.
I mean, see just what happens to us as humans when we lie? I'm not out here to put out disinfo, and then his face crinkles up, shrugs, coughs. He just lied. Yeah, he's about to put out some disinfo. This is what a shill does. Blocks the truth.
Crap. I'm not going to promote it on my show, but I appreciate your call. You want me to say mean things about people? I guess I will. And again, why are people obsessed with personalities in the huge sea of people that disagree with official stories? I mean, I met Warren Cucurullo, who does some great music, at a 9/11 thing, 2006. I had him on the show, I think, twice.
It's like, what happened here? We were talking about no planes in films such as September Clues.
And people sent me info about Warren, which is a very colorful character, I'll say the least. And I thought, maybe I need to, look at this guy. And then he starts saying there's no planes hitting and getting all these phone calls from him and stuff. And I mean, that's not what I'm into. So I'm busy. But just because you don't hear somebody back on the show doesn't necessarily mean I don't like them in all cases. I mean, I bet I could get Willie Nelson back on the show. I haven't called him about 4 or 5 months because he's busy. I'm busy. I'm not just chasing stars around. If something comes up to have Willie Nelson on the show, I'll probably try to call him, get him on the show. Jesse Ventura said he'd come on the show anytime. Haven't had him on in about 6 months or 5 months. Got his number, got his email, got his wife's number. I mean, it doesn't mean because you haven't heard Jesse on here that I don't dislike Jesse. I know I can get Kara.
Doesn't this just nonsensical babbling remind you of the mainstream media? This is what they do. This is what they do. Alex Jones is from the same thing. The Gang of 33 controls the full spectrum. Even the conspiracy theorists, such as Alex Jones. He's out there to capture people such as myself. People seeking the truth. From September 11th, 2001 up until the time I started my own blog and my own videos, I've been out seeking the truth, looking to people such as Alex Jones for the truth. If you pay enough attention, it's obvious these people aren't truthful, though. It didn't take me long to realize Alex Jones was just a self-promoter talking nonsense. Because look at him. This is what he does every day on the radio. I don't know why people listen.
Press one back on, haven't done that. We want Professor Griff, haven't gotten him yet because they actually contacted us first. They're out plugging the movie places. But, I mean, see how I got all this news, all this info, all these callers. And my experience with no planers was like people that looked like they were drunk, screaming and yelling, dancing around half naked, vomiting on street corners in front of news cameras of what looked like a setup to make 9/11 Truth look bad. So I was like, whoa, these are some serious people. And then they would attack me, and I went, whoa, they're really serious. And then I would see ridiculous CGs, like as jokes of video game planes hitting buildings and saying, look, it's fake. And I mean, and then I know people I've known for decades who were working in New York that, saw at least one of the planes, and they go,
wait a minute, does September Clues show video game CGs? No, it shows the footage from the day of. And it shows some very convincing footage with well-made points and clearly thought out arguments. Alex Jones is just talking nonsense, saying no planes is a bunch of crap, and he doesn't have time for crap. But here he is talking nothing but crap. Okay, here we go.
no, you didn't see those. You're a liar. You're a government agent. And then you call him real friendly. Oh, why don't you believe no planes hit, Alex? I don't understand why you're doing this, Alex. Hey, it's a free world. Go talk about it everywhere else. You got to call in. You got to talk about it. Again, this is the mental illness, though.
Mental illness, truth seeker. Let's pause it right there. A lot of people tell me I am mentally ill because I talk about conspiracy. And this thinking comes from the mainstream. Here's an article from the New York Times, Why Rational People Buy into Conspiracy Theories. It was written shortly after the Boston Marathon bombing. which happened at 11 till 3. This conspiracy involves all the same numbers, the Boston Marathon bombing and the New York Times, that I'm exposing within Alex Jones. And you can just see how it all works. This is meant to discourage people from the truth. This is meant to beat people down mentally. This is meant to make people feel less than thou because they seek truth. This is how evil rules. This is how evil flourishes. People aren't brave enough to confront the evil. I shouldn't say that. Some are. We just need more people to. We need more people to be brave and expose this. When the New York Times says you're mentally ill for seeking truth, say, fuck you, New York Times, and whoever brings that message to you. These people have had their time. They've been wrong. Their behavior, their attitude, their apathy, their ignorance is what has led this world to become as crazy as it is in the year 2015. The apathetic, they think everything's fine because there's still groceries in the stores and their TV pictures in higher definition. They're ignoring everything else. Look at the New York Times Truth Seeker, established September 18th, 1851. Remember, 51 is the word conspiracy. Think Area 51. But 9 plus 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 8 plus 5 plus 1 sums to 33. So often. 9 plus 18 is 27, plus 51 is 78. That's the speed that a record spins at. And the New York Times, since it's been established, has been a spinning record of lies to control culture and perception. Started publishing about the Holocaust over 2 decades before it happened, trying to sell the lie well before World War II. It didn't hold, not until after World War II. It's when the New World Order got a real stranglehold. That's when Zionist lies became the norm. It's when Zionist lies became the truth of this world. Look at Sarnoff. That article was just talking about the Boston Marathon bombing. He's born July 22nd, 722, a number they like to code a lot. 22 divided by 7 is pi, the number representing circles. Again, we're talking about circles. In the year 93, like the occult religion Thelema, 93 World Trade Center bombing, flight 93 of 33 passengers. Add his birthday up. 7 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 3 sums to 33. His name sums to 74 with Pythagorean gematria. It's just through and through, Truth Seeker. 33rd element on the periodic table is arsenic. Has an atomic weight of 74. Arsenic sums to 33 with Pythagorean gematria. 42 with the S exception. So we're talking about Shields, Truth Seeker, and Alex Jones, and how this is exactly what they do. They try to pretend they're one of the good guys while misleading all the well-meaning sheep astray. So Alex Jones, coded with the same numbers we're always exposing. That's the message to take away. Look at their own headlines. InfoWars, 33 conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. What every person should know. InfoWars is no different from CNN. Unnecessary fear-mongering coded with the same numbers. Look at the relationship between ill and sick, Truth Seeker. 33 and 42. And it's no mistake. It's no mistake. January 1st, 2015 article from InfoWars. Yemen. Bomber kills 33. Remember, it was the 33rd day of the year, February 2nd, 2014, where Yemen suffered bombings that coincided with the kickoff of the Super Bowl. That was the Broncos versus Seahawks that time, the Up and Smoke Bowl. Their central bank, their Ministry of Defense, like the Pentagon in the United States, and the former president's house, who stepped down after 33 years as president, were all bombed simultaneously, right as the kickoff of the Super Bowl. Here's another article just from the past, focusing on this 33. InfoWars. And it's not just Alex Jones. There's George Norrie. Look at the name George Norrie. Also on for 4 hours every day. Very coded. everything about it. These guys are gatekeepers. That's why that's why they're so dismissive of the no planes theory, even though it's clearly the right theory. It's not a theory, it's obvious. They hoaxed us. They faked us out. All part of an agenda. And these people out trying to expose truth are really just shills, acting as gatekeepers. So happy birthday, Alex Jones. If you ever feel like it, I'm happy to take your seat. I'm here to spread the message of truth, not deception. Until next time, Truth Seeker.